Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today we are doing my very first ever what sold video. I did have some requests to do this and I've been kind of wanting to do it, but I'm also a little nervous about it. I don't know why, but for some reason it feels really like personal sharing this information, but we're gonna do it today. So basically what I'm gonna be sharing with you guys today are my sales from the entire week of last week. So the exact dates, because I don't know when this video is going to be posted. I'm a little ahead on my filming. So the exact dates we're going over are January 26th through February 1st. That was last week for me now that I'm filming. So Sunday through Saturday. I'm gonna go ahead and talk about my Poshmark sales first, and then I'll talk about my eBay sales second, because it's just easier for me to open up one app at a time. Hopefully that makes sense. I'll have pictures popping up here, I'm sure, and I'll tell you guys how much I sold the items for, and if I can remember like when I bought it and all of that, I will let you guys know. I think for most of these I pretty much know. And I'll tell you if I would pick up the item again, because right now I am clearing out like a ton of old stuff that I've had really since I started like reselling more as a job, where I actually started sourcing things and not just selling from my own home. And that was almost 2 years ago now. So I have some stuff that has been sitting way too long that were bad buys that I'm trying to clear out. So as we go through those sales, I'll let you know if it's something I would not pick up again. Okay, so let's go ahead and jump in. We don't want the intro to be crazy long. Oh, one more thing though, before we do, I never ever do this in my intro, but I figured I should let you guys know. My name's Lisa. If you guys haven't seen me before, I am a part-time reseller on Poshmark. I just expanded to eBay. I'm hoping to make reselling my main business this year. Previously, it was kind of a side income, but this year I'm really hoping to have it take over. And I've been on YouTube for 6 years, but it used to be my channel used to be beauty related content, and I'm kind of changing that a little bit to be more mom videos, mom lifestyle, and reseller type content. Since I am stay-at-home mom, I'm sharing my journey as a stay-at-home mom, as a work from home mom, I should say. If you guys are interested in that content, make sure you subscribe while you're here. But let's get into what we're all here for, my sales from last week. So the very first thing that I sold on Poshmark, I actually didn't make any sales on the 26th, Sunday the 26th on Poshmark. It was my daughter's birthday, so I didn't do any sharing that day or listing. And yeah, my store was a ghost town that day, but that's okay. We were having a great time. We went to downtown Seattle, went to the zoo and everything. So that was a family day. But on the 27th, I did make a sale of these jeans. They're the AG or Adriana Goldschmied jeans. They're an older style. Honestly, I feel like this was a mistake picking it up. I got them at the bin, so I did not pay very much for them. However, there was damage. Honestly, I don't know why I grabbed these. I feel like it was something I threw in my cart, and then when I was sorting, I missed it and didn't throw it back. I don't pick up AG very often anymore unless it is at the bins, but it does usually have to be in good condition, so I don't know why I got these. It's not even that old of a pickup. I feel like it's been just a few months that I had these. They sold for $15, and I was happy to see those go. Next up, I had another sale that day, which was a bundle, and there were 2 items in this bundle. The first one was a Kim and Cami black tee with a embroidered ruffle sleeve. I actually thought this top was really, really beautiful. I did not source this though. My mom gave it to me. She is always giving me stuff that she doesn't wear anymore, and I think she has really cute style, so her stuff usually sells fairly quickly. It was very hard to photograph this item, so I think that's why it didn't do better. And then in the bundle as well was a pair of Kate Spade heels, and these were pretty cool looking. They were like a coral heel, but it had like an iridescent look to them. They were really pretty. So the bundle sold for $65. Those Kate Spade heels I actually sourced on Poshmark. I love sourcing on Poshmark. I do have a video about how I go about doing that. But I wanna say I paid about $8 for those Kate Spade heels. So $8 all in, and I'm after Poshmark fees, my earnings were $52. I was happy with that. I got a 5-star rating on that one, so that was a great sale. All right, next up, another sale from the 27th. This was from Aritzia. It's a Wilfred Free bodycon stretch dress. I thought this dress was super cute, but I honestly had held on to this way too long. I think I might have priced it too high initially. I'm not sure why it took so long to sell. It is a midi length, which is really popular right now, and it's Wilfred free. I feel like, Wilfred, sorry. I feel like other things I've listed from this brand sell quickly. It is a small size, it's an extra small, but that doesn't usually detour me from picking up something. But yeah, I just feel like it took too long to sell. I probably would still pick this up, but I might price it a little bit better when I initially list it. This one sold for $24. Another sale from the 27th, this was a pair of Levi's. It was a dark wash wide leg jean. It sold for just $14. This was actually a recent pickup, and I would still pick this up again even though it did not sell for much, because I got it at a little honey hole thrift store near me that does a 99-cent sale every Monday. So if I find good condition jeans, and this was a size 12 in those larger sizes for 99 cents, I usually pick it up because it's a quick flip. I only had this listed for like 3 weeks and it sold for $14. So I didn't make a huge profit off of it, but it was worth the like quick investment and turnaround. Okay, another order from the 27th. The 27th was a busy day for me, it looks like, even though it was a Monday. So this one was a new with tags Condora large beach tote. This I also picked up at the bins. I actually had this forever. I got it last summer, I think, so it sat for a very long time, didn't have a lot of interest. I finally sold it for $12. I probably would not pick it up again, even though I didn't pay very much for it. It sat too long for me for such a small return, so I probably would not pick that one up again. All right, this next purchase was also on the 27th. This was one I would for sure buy again. So this was FSNY, which stands for French Sole New York. It was a pair of bronze metallic kitten wedge ballet flats. So these I actually just recently hauled. In that haul I told you guys I wasn't sure if it was a bad buy. It definitely was not a bad buy. They sold very quickly within a few days for $50. So really happy with that. I would definitely buy these again. I've actually seen this brand in the store before and passed it by it because I didn't know what it was. And that day I just, there was something about this particular pair of shoes. They just felt really well made, so I picked them up just to give it a chance, and I'm glad I did. I think I will try this brand again because like I said, it sold really fast, so I was happy with that. All right, moving on to January 28th. My next sale was a Bowden cream double-breasted trench coat in a size 12. This one actually sold, it took a little while to sell. It took like 5 months to sell, but I'm still happy with it because I had a really low buy-in cost on this item and I sold it for $68. So I still would pick this up again. I was really happy with my return on this item. And some of these higher priced items, if it's over $50, I feel like sometimes I have to sit a little longer to get what I want for it. I did actually have some like lowball offers initially, but I held out for a better offer. Amelia has been playing on the floor next to me and she wants to come say hi. She gets so excited when I set up my camera. It's like she knows what's happening. What is that? She loves looking at herself on the video. Don't ya? Don't ya? You're so pretty. Yes, you are. Baby break time. Baby break time. All right, the next one. Oh my gosh, this took so long to sell. This was one of the very first things I ever sourced. So I did have this close to 2 years. It was a pair of BDG low-rise denim shorts. I do not remember how much I paid for these. I probably paid way too much. I know that I bought them at a traditional Goodwill because that was the only place I was shopping in the beginning. So I probably paid like $6 or something for these. They only sold for $12, so after my Poshmark fee, I earned $9.05. So I probably made a little bit of a profit, but I held on to them for like 2 years. That was definitely way too long. I actually think pretty soon, because I'm doing this big clearance where I'm just like making lowball offers to people. I think once that is over, I think I'm just gonna pull all of this old inventory and send it off to ThredUp because it's not even worth my time, I feel like at this point, even continuing to share these items for such a small return. So yeah, anyway, I would not buy those again. Even if I found them at the bins, I feel like those low rise in particular was a bad choice. So, okay, next up, this one I actually am happy with. Even some of these lower dollar orders are still worth it to me. It just depends on how much I'm paying, number one, and how long I have to sit on it. So this one here was a brand new with tags Brooks Moving Comfort sports bra. and I did just buy this like last month, and I paid $2 for it. So even though it only sold for $15, I was happy with that. I didn't even have time to like put it in my inventory. I pretty much listed it and sold it within like a week or two. So I was pretty happy with that sale. I would definitely buy it again. I actually have more of these in my closet. I found a whole bunch of them at Goodwill, and it was the day that that color was only $1.79. So I stocked up on them. All right, next up, this is oh, sorry, I'm not telling you the dates that these were sold. This one was sold on January 29th. It was an Abercrombie and Fitch button front jean skirt. I'm pretty sure this one came in one of the thread-up denim boxes. I'm almost positive. So, because I don't remember actually sourcing this one, I'm pretty sure that's where I got it from. I thought it was cute, but it did not get very much interest. It sat for a very long time. I feel like denim skirts are really a hard sell right now. I'm just not moving any of the ones that I have. So I would not buy any more denim skirts. I thought the button front was cute, but who knows? So that one sat for a long time, and it only sold for $14. So no, I would not pick it up again. Next up, I have a pair of Sperry black leather glitter cap toe sliders. This was also sold on the 29th of January. I would not pick this up again. I have really hard time selling Sperry. I've picked up a few Sperry items, and I've only bought them when they're low price and when they're in great condition, but they still sit forever and they sell for such a low amount that I just don't feel like it's worth picking up anymore. So I'm gonna pretty much not buy any Sperry's moving forward. I picked these ones up because I thought they were more unique with the glitter, but they still did not move very quickly, and they only sold for $18. Next, another sale from the 29th of January. This was the Saint-Tropez West pale pink knit cardigan in a size extra large. I did not have this very long. I want to say maybe 2 months, and it only sold for $14 though. Pieces like this that are kind of basic, I'm trying to avoid picking up because they just don't sell for very much, and usually it takes a while to sell them. So this one didn't sit a long time, but I still just didn't make enough of a return, so I probably would not buy that one again. All right, next, this was a really great sale. I was very happy with this one. Oh, by the way, this was January 30th now. So this was a pair of Clark's Alpine Bonnet brown leather suede boots. These I got on the Goodwill sale day again. It was the right color tag, so I paid $1.79 for these, which is fantastic. And they sold for $45. So I was really happy with that. I got a 5-star rating, so that was great. Next up, also on the 30th of January, was a pair of Joe's dark wash straight leg jeans in a size 26. These sat for so long in my closet. I probably had these a little over a year, and they only sold for $18. I'm pretty sure I paid like $6 or $7 for them, so definitely not worth how long I had to sit on them. I'm very picky about denim nowadays. I feel like some of the brands that used to sell for like, you know, 25 to 35 are now selling for under 20, so there's very few denim brands that I will pay up for. Most of the time I'll only pick it up at the bins nowadays. I barely even go into the denim aisle anymore. I just feel like it's such a hard sell recently. Maybe it's just because it's oversaturated. I'm not sure.Maybe I'm not picking up the right styles. I don't know. But I'm kind of like, I've gotten really picky about denim. Okay, next up, another order from January 30th. This is the BB Dakota faux leather wrap front jacket. This sold so fast. This sold within a couple of days of listing, and it sold for $25. Again, this was one of those $1.79 items from Goodwill, so I was really happy with my return on that. Okay, next up, I had on January 30th again, I had a pack of Adidas Razorback tanks. I lotted these up together because they were the same size, and I was hoping I could get a little more since there were 2 of them, but I probably wouldn't buy these again because they are so basic. Even lotting them up like I did, I only sold them for $11 for the 2, so that was definitely not a good buy. I think I got these during the 99-cent sale, so I paid like $2 for the pack, but still, I only made $8.05 after my Posh fees, so not worth the time. All right, next up, I had a sale on January 31st, and this was, I think it's I don't know how to pronounce it. I think it's Scantily by Curvy Kate. It was a bra in a 28G. I found this one at the bins. I actually found like a whole pile of really good bras at the bins one day. And this one sold for $20. I was really happy with that because it's such a light item. I didn't pay much for this at the bin, so that was good. And it sold fairly quickly actually, within a month. Next up, I had a pair of Eric Michael leather espadrille sandals. I was kind of holding out for a better offer on these, but I finally just took an offer because I wanted to get more sales. This was on the 31st as well, by the way. So these sold for $25. I feel like I probably could have gotten a little bit more, but I did have these for a bit. I want to say like 3 months, so it was time to just move them out. Next, on the 31st as well, I had a sale of these very volatile black leather cowboy boots, vegan leather, and they were size 8.5. These sold pretty quick within 2 months, and they sold for $32. I was happy with that. I only paid a few dollars for those. Okay, here's a bad buy. This was like one of maybe my very first trip sourcing ever. I had this Evan Picone, I think is how you say it, brown sheath dress. So it's like a career style dress. It sat forever, like almost 2 years, and it sold for $10. I'm pretty sure I paid like $8 for it. So that was definitely not worth it. I actually lost money on that one. All right, and then for February 1st, I did have a sale of these Vince Camuto brown leather split shaft booties in a size 10, and those sold for $30. I think I paid $5 for those, so that was a good deal. Also on February 1st, I sold a kids bundle. So this kids bundle, I have a few bundles like this in my closet, and they're from my kids' personal closet, so it's not something I sourced. Kids clothing is almost impossible for me to sell. If I sell it individually, it's not worth my time. So I've been doing these like bundles of larger lots. So this was a mystery box with 10 items, size 10 through 12, and I sold it for $21. So, you know, not very much considering how much stuff, and I did get a 5-star rating on that. Okay, is that the last one? No, we're gonna keep going. So also on February 1st, there was an H&M maternity black t-shirt dress that I picked up at the bin, so I didn't pay much for it, but it only sold for $9, so I would not buy that again. Okay, another February 1st sale on Poshmark was a pair of Paul Green black perforated leather loafer flats. These sold for $55. I was actually really happy with that. I think I paid like around $7 for them. So I didn't have these very long, so I was happy with that sale as well. All right, another February 1st on Poshmark was a Nordstrom's men purple gingham button front shirt. This only sold for $15. I did get it from the bins, but it took a really long time to sell. I think like around 9 months, so probably would not pick up again. And that was it for Poshmark for that week. Let's go ahead and move on to the eBay sales. Okay, I had obviously a lot less sales on eBay. I'm just pretty new to eBay still, and I'm building up my store right now, but I did have a few sales that week, last week. So the first one was on the 27th of January. It was a Gap wool Moto blazer. This took a long time to sell. I didn't have it on eBay very long, but I had this on Poshmark forever, and I cross-posted it on eBay, hoping to get a sale, and it did finally sell for $20. Plus I do charge shipping for every item on here. So yeah, I don't know. I probably would not buy this again. It was really nice, I thought, a really heavy jacket, but just took too long to sell. Next, on the 29th, I did sell this Miss Me tank. This sold only for $14, and I did actually buy this one on Poshmark, but I want to say I paid like $5 or $6 for it, so would not buy that again. On January 31st, I sold this Victoria's Secret animal print bra. This was a 38 double D. This was another one I got from the bins that day. I think it did well. It sold for $20. I would happily pick that one up again. The larger size Victoria's Secret bras in particular sell pretty quickly, so I was happy with that sale. And then on February 1st, I had 2 sales over on eBay. The first one was this Reaction Kenneth Cole men's lug sole shoes. This only sold for $25, but I did buy these at the Goodwill for $1.79, and I was happy with that flip. I actually, when I got home, I was like, oh, I probably shouldn't have bought those, but they actually sold pretty quickly, so I was happy with that. And the last item I sold that week was a Lane Bryant women's button-down top in a size 18. I thought this would sell really quickly because of the size and it was cute. It was like a polka dot chambray style top, but it took a while to sell, like probably 5 or 6 months, and it only sold for $12 plus shipping, but I would not buy that again. So those were all my sales from that week, from the 26th through the 1st. I hope you guys enjoyed watching this. If you guys have any questions or comments, leave them down below. That's it for me today. I'll see you guys in my next video. Bye guys.